Well, we've been on the subject of karma and experience, and we talked a little bit a few weeks ago just about change and how it'll change you and how you should change. Well, change is permanent. That's the only thing that's permanent. Look around you. Everything changes. There's an old saying in the Asian country that you can't get in the same river at the same way, the same place twice. That river keeps running. And that's the way life is. That's the way the universe is. It keeps expanding. How does it expand? And why does it expand? Well, let's start with the Big Bang. That Big Bang wasn't a boom explosion. It was simply an expansion of God's mind, or an intelligent purpose, if you please, intelligent energy. You can say anything you want. It still boils down to the fact that there was a first cause. And that first cause has constantly been expanding. Now, we were created to become everything that God is. Says so, first book of Genesis. Says so in every great writing everywhere. Every scientist says we are evolving. We're becoming more. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to develop those inane, and I use the word inane wisely because who the hell knows? They're the powers. They're not just gifts, they're powers. And if you use it wisely and you use it right, you have a lot of benefits, a lot of good things happening. Now, back to that thing about change, and I said everything changes. And I've given classes on this where it takes 3 days to cover the whole subject, and we're going to do it in a few minutes. Change is permanent, and people have said to me, well, no, the mountains are permanent. Well, think about this. Over a period of time, millions, billions of years, the wind, the rain is going to wear the mountain down. How about the wind? Does it change? Do you watch the news? Yes, it changes constantly. How about rain? It comes and it goes. When it comes, we might say, oh, too much. And when it goes, it's not there. We say, oh, please, we need more rain. Man is never satisfied. No, man has got to be able to control his environment. That means you need to learn to flow with the change so that you make the most out of what's happening. It doesn't matter, and I'm not just talking weather and this type of thing. I'm talking about you. You got to flow with your change, how you earn the right to do different things. And there's another thing. Nothing is free. Nothing. You've got to earn the right. You got to earn the right to be more spiritual. You've got to earn the right to be able to give love in place of evil. Those are things you earn. You work to get them. You study and you practice. And there's another key word, practice. You can know an awful lot. But if you don't put it into action, you don't have it. You don't own it. And that means love in action is the key to spiritual growth. How many times have I said it? Oh, over and over and over again. Maybe difficult, but it can be done. And about that change, you can look at that mountain, and as the boy Jesus said, he said you can look at a mountain if you have the faith of a part of a grass seed and say, hey, come hither, and so forth, and it'll move. Well, we do move mountains, move them with great machinery. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is we're doing what we know how to do, what to do with what we have. And therein, last week I said, it's your reaction and our action that counts with karma and experience. And many times it's the reaction. More often than not, it's the reaction. How do you react when bad things happen? Do you ever use that word that was printed in our website a few weeks ago, abacatastasis? That means what looks like disaster today, God can turn into a victory tomorrow. God can turn into good tomorrow. God to make it perfect tomorrow. And in strange and unusual ways that you wouldn't even fathom. In your wildest dreams, you can't imagine how good things will happen when you start making love the main part of your life. Real love. The kind of love that's forgiving and loving and constantly changing. Didn't think I'd ever say love would change, did you? But it does. And I'm not talking about lust, and I'm not talking about in love. I'm talking about genuine love. love, the kind of love that we give with understanding and a spiritual awareness. And that's what I'm talking about. And that's what we need to have in our life. And we need to make that a very important part of our life. And that's the kind of change that will be permanent. Well, there goes that alarm again. God bless you all, and thank you.